My name is Peter Fry. This is my Case4 assignment for the ITM590 Integrative Project Capstone assignment for Trident University. This is going to be discussing my previous first three case assignments, the compilation of them, and what they mean. For this course, I have been using the Landing Craft Air Cushion program from the United States Navy as my chosen program or organization to focus on for all the cases. In my first case assignment, the organization was discussed along with a description of its purposes. The challenges and IT governance issues that appear to arise as an issue for this program are discussed. The discussion of the roles and contributions are discussed as well. In the second case assignment, the program LCAC was discussed from the perspective of principles and concerns that the program may have from IT governance. The LCAC program is, as a Department of Defense program, their IT governance is governed by statutory and regulatory laws, and recently is the National Institute of Standards Technologies governance and policies. In the third case assignment, the IT technological infrastructure and technology deployment strategies were discussed, talking about the barriers of how the LCAC program can't just go update something and release it right away. In the first case assignment, we're recapping, discuss what the LCAC was. And it's basically a hovercraft for the United States Navy for transporting equipment, personnel, cargo, and weapon systems from ship to shore. And the LCAC is structured and staffed in the Navy Structured Acquisition Programs, which are following the DoD Defense Acquisition Systems requirements. Under the structure, they have a program office called the Amphibious Warfare Program Office, which is part of the Program Executive Office SHIPS program. And these program offices are equivalent to the senior management and the worker staffing to develop and sustain the IT for the LCAC. And then they rely on outsource to the Naval Surface Warfare Center, Panama City Division, out of Panama City, Florida, for doing a lot of their technical center excellence work, dealing with their technical capabilities with air cushion vehicles, otherwise known as hovercrafts. The staffing for this technical workforce is made up of different expertise, such as logistics, project management, quality, science, technology, software engineering, systems engineering, and testing evaluations. And of course, the cybersecurity and IT roles. Some of the key challenges faced in this program is implementing the new NIST risk management framework process for all DoD information technology systems. This change has introduced a lot more rigor and V&V into the system. The role and tasks responsible for the integration of these cybersecurity requirements into the development lifecycle is the Information Systems Security Engineer. This role provides guidance and recommendations to the LCAC senior management on technical decisions to meet IT governance policies and laws. For the Case 2 recap compilation, the principles mainly applying to the LCAC program were linked to the system security principles as set forth by the NIST. So these principles are from the NIST special qualifications, are meant to be high level, encompassing broad areas and integration. But per the DoD acquisition process, the LCAC program must follow these principles and embed them. As part of this process of the RMF process for certifying and ensuring IT governance is into LCAC program IT systems, they are assessed for a national security system, and then all external users and relevant stakeholders are to agree upon the security requirements that are applicable to the lifecycle of the system. And this process is made of six steps for the RMF process: categorization, selection, implementation, assess, authorize, and monitor. And these are all throughout the system's lifecycle. So essentially, the IT governance has now become part of the information systems security lifecycle and system development lifecycle. In the LCAC program, had implemented a service life extension program to improve and upgrade the versatile platforms, to upgrade the older technologies, resulting in upgrading to their command and control communications, computers, and navigation computer suite on the LCAC platforms. But based off the interior and funding the upgrade takes years to complete and is expected to be completed by year 2021. And this is just to replace the obsolete embedded Windows XP operating system with the Windows 7 operating system. But there's all the other factors with the requirement to upgrade to Microsoft Windows 10, which came out in 2016. So this is another barrier and struggle for the program is having to upgrade. Now, another issue a challenge is the temperature and humidity requirements of the program. They have specific environment specifications to meet because these IT systems are not in an air-conditioned and temperature humidity controlled space. So they have to be able to operate in extreme hot or extreme cold circumstances. And by trying to upgrade to such the latest version of Windows 10, there are challenges with this, as the applications on it itself have to be upgraded, resulting in source code changes. And in the fact of if it takes 5-6 years to get the Windows 7 out there, how long does it take to get the Windows 10 versions out there? Conclusion with the LCAC program, to make it a successful system and program, the business processes need to change to include the IT governance into the system development lifecycle. The IT governance from the federal government is more focused on cybersecurity recently, but is also embedded within the system engineering programs, otherwise known as security engineering principles. The policies and processes from the multiple tier levels of DoD, Department of Navy, and down to lower levels will have to change to support these principles and include the additional stakeholders of IT governance from the DoD. Now, this is not the only program that's experiencing similar changes of threats, but as time goes on, there should be the change throughout the whole DoD and DON should result in changing policies overall and lessons learned from each program, which should help make them successful for each other.